So please help me welcome Brandy to the gallery.
From the gallery of the House chambers, Brandy Johnson watches over the legislative process. A process that for the last 2 years has given her strength, but also taken its toll.
I see it as making something correct, and part of it is satisfying, but another part is emotional, having to bring up things that just are reminders, so things that we should already have.
Brandy's husband, Scott Johnson, was killed while responding to a call in Tanana back in 2014.
One of the first questions I had to trooper representatives was, do I and my 3 children have health care coverage?
The answer was no. The coverage Brandy and her daughters had ended with Scott's life.
It's an important issue, and it's a gap in legislation that needs to be filled.
HB 66 would change that.
For me, it was just kind of adding insult to injury when an officer dies in line of duty, and then to find out that their families, because he's the health care provider, the health insurance provider, that now that he's no longer living and with us, that they have to go out and attain some other type of delivery system for their health care.
The bill would provide benefits for those families until they can claim retirement. Representative Sharice Millett introduced the bill last year, but it never moved out of committee. While the legislature is trying to trim the budget, Millett says this bill is about doing the right thing.
Ultimately, you have a gut check to do. You have to say to yourself, what amount of money can we put on that officer's life that died while protecting other Alaskans? And that's what it comes down to for me.
Recruiting enough officers in Alaska is tough. Sean Kazakin says if there'd been more troopers, Scott probably would have had more backup the day he was killed. He hopes HB 66 can help convince more to take the risk.
I know that for myself, if I know that my family is going to be taken care of, it's just one less thing to worry about.
Ironically, ensuring health care for his family was the only reason Scott was still working as a trooper past his 20-year retirement mark.
Was that a conversation that you'd had together about continuing to work specifically for health care?
Definitely. He actually came home that week and said, I wish I could retire today. But he obviously needed to continue and meet his 25-year goal to obtain those medical benefits.